DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, hope you're all well. It's Monday. Monday's tag day, so I'm gonna quickly do a few tags. Well, I've actually done already Jasmine's tag, and now I'm gonna jump into Dave Nicholson's last Saturday 7-question tag. Hi there, Dave, and do hope that you're well. So let's just get into it and see how I'm able to answer these things. Okay, first off, what experience from this past year do you appreciate the most? From this past year and what I appreciate the most. I think overall it is becoming conversational in Spanish, and having experienced it when I traveled to Spain with my son and daughter-in-law and the grandkids. It was a highly satisfying experience to be able to actually talk, not just about where is the toilet and things like that, with people, and have real conversations. I'm not saying that I don't speak well, but I can, and that's I appreciate that experience. Okay, question 2. What is the most enjoyable thing that your family has done together in the last 3 years? The last 3 years. I was going to say all our meals together, but one really enjoyable thing in the last 3 years was we had I've been retired for 3 years now. So they made me a family retirement party, and it was very enjoyable. It was nice, and that's one of it. But I would say generally the most enjoyable family thing are our meals together. We are very closely knit, and so basically I can't say much more than that. That is my most enjoyable thing. Question 3. How many hours of television do you watch in a week, a month, a year? Well, that is in a way quite variable. Normally, the only television I watch, and that is only since COVID. Before COVID, I didn't watch basically any television. It's not that I'm not in front of a screen. I'll have my computer or my tablet or my phone, and it'll be YouTube. But television, since COVID, I've been watching the news. Yeah, watching the news. That's a half hour every day. But Mrs. DC and I, Jasmine will know what I'm talking about. But Mrs. DC and I are fans of Strictly Come Dancing. It starts sometime it starts in September and goes on until Christmas. And it's kind of like it's a reality show. It's a popular show. It's Dancing with the Stars in Canada and the United States. But we like the English format, and we follow it. And it's on Saturdays. It's about a 2-hour show, probably on Saturday. On Sunday, I guess it's something like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And in the week, there's a 30-minute, every day there's a 30-minute show, which they meet up with the people and toss it, basically. And we participate in that. We vote and stuff like that. And so that is actually the most TV I watch is from September to December. Let's put it that way. But with the news and that, it's like an hour a day. But as soon as that's over, just a half hour of the news. And I don't really watch any shows. I might be sitting down, and Mrs. DC, she watches a lot of television. But I'm sitting, and I'm not actually watching it. I can't help but listen. I even put on my headphones so that I don't hear what's going on. But yeah, that's it. TV, not much. But like I say, from September to December, we watch our dance show together. Where am I now? Excuse me. Question 4. What is the biggest obstacle that stands in your way right now? Oh, goodness. I think it's like everybody else that's going to answer this, is that probably one of the biggest obstacles is there's a lot of things I'd like to do, like finishing certain repairs on the house, traveling, and so on. And well, uh, being retired, or even if I wasn't retired, I couldn't do it all. But I guess being retired, especially, the biggest obstacle is a question of money. I mean, you have to wait to do things, and some things might never get done. So, would it be financial means? I mean, we're not bad off. I mean, we're retired. We're, so to say, comfortable is probably a two-edged. I mean, it's maybe I should be careful by saying comfortable. But we're not, we're okay. But when you're retired, it wouldn't take much of an emergency, to really cut into whatever little bit you have set aside. So I guess that might be it. Where am I now? Question 5. Okay. What do you sometimes pretend you understand that you really don't? I had a friend of mine. I remember we actually once answered that question on a completely other context, and his answer was very simple: woman. But it might be people, actually. Sometimes, you think you understand people. Actually, it's not a bad answer, because most things, I have to admit, if I don't understand it, I pretty much say I don't understand it. But sometimes, I like to think I know about people, and act as if I'm understanding what's going on, and then realize that I was completely wrong. And so basically, maybe it's not even realizing that I'm acting. But what would it be? I'm trying to think. Oh, sometimes sometimes well, for example, at university I studied quantum physics and stuff like that, and I was actually not bad at it as well. But I have just let it go, and certain things like that, trigonometry rules and stuff like that, or quantum physics and so on. It's things that I knew a lot about at one time in my life, and pretty much forgot it all about it, because it's been like 50 years since I've had to use it. And then if people start talking about it, students, I sometimes will kind of like, I realize that I kind of understand, but don't really anymore. That might be it, or sometimes, when I was with my students, and it was like heavy biology and stuff like that, and I realized like wow, I don't remember much about that anymore. Things like that, I guess. Yeah. Question 6. What do you like most about your job, and what do you dislike most about your job? Okay, so being retired, I don't have a job right now, but when I was working, I liked most was working with people, going to Ireland, especially the last few years. That was really what I liked the most. Working with the Irish, and it wasn't only the Irish, the people in Ireland, because a lot of them were actually from all over. That was really what I liked the most. The people, the contacts, and just the atmosphere over there. And what did I dislike most about my job? The paperwork. I didn't really like. I always hated sometimes paperwork. Some companies make it as much of a pain when it comes to paperwork. When I was in the pharma industry, we had to do twice yearly, or even more than that, actually 4 times a year, we had to do performance reviews, and I used to hate that. It was very, very painful in a way. Okay. Question 7 and last. What's something new you recently learned about yourself? Oh. Well, it all comes down to, I've been often talking about learning Spanish, but I've realized how much I enjoy learning about Mexico, and all of the pre-Hispanic and period, and the food and the culture, and so much over there. I realize that's something I've learned about myself, is that I can still be curious. I'll probably do that, actually, but I still have this enjoyment for learning things and pushing further. I guess that's something. It's something new. I mean, maybe it's been a while I didn't have the chance to do that. I don't know. I mean, I have learned about myself that I really like being a grandpa, but I'm not really surprised. It's not something that I was surprised. And yeah, I guess that's it. So that's it. Long enough. I'll be DC signing off. Thank you, Dave. Another good set of questions. Take care, everybody, and have a good week.